Well, baseball season just wrapped up. Some track is happening, and then as ahead to football season, Dr. Cates is here to talk about the connection between student athletes and visiting with a chiropractor. Hey, Dr. Cates, how are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Yeah, welcome back.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Well, in my office, we like to focus on injury prevention.
Okay.
Coming in regularly, maybe once a week or so, once every 2 weeks, it really helps preventing those future injuries from happening as an athlete, but it also improves your performance and range of motion. And so that's something that we kind of work with strength and conditioning coaches to get those sport-specific exercises and strengthen those muscles, and then also making sure that you're performing at your maximum,
Yeah.
Sure.
Certainly.
What are some of those common, maybe, preventative things that athletes can do? So I know baseball players, they're swinging the bat all the time. They're
Right.
pitching,
Yeah.
Football's a lot of contact, tracks, a lot of jumping,
Yes.
maybe a lot of running.
Yeah, it's making sure that your body's moving functionally. A lot of people are moving and they're really good athletes, and not all of their, I guess, mechanics is perfect. And so really tuning those mechanics and making sure that you're moving very functionally at the peak that you could possibly move is really what strengthens those muscles to protect those joints from getting injured.
Yeah, so that's interesting. So you're talking about sort of, you said strengthening those muscles, right? So is there is it different from sport to sport? I think that's my question. Does it depend
absolutely.
on what sport you play?
A baseball player, it's a highly rotational sport,
Yeah.
from swinging to pitching off the mound to filling that backhand in the hole. It's pretty tough. You see different restrictions in a baseball player than you would a football player who is more contact sport, and they're
Sure.
going, getting those hits and suffering those those contact injuries.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it's definitely different, and even going into dance and cheer, you'd see different muscle groups that need to be worked and strengthened with a cheerleader or a dancer compared to a baseball player.
Is there anything sort of general that maybe ourselves or our audience can be doing right now to be preventative towards those injuries?
Absolutely. A big thing and a big component to injury prevention is making sure that you have a strong foundation, which every sport highly involves your core muscles.
Okay.
And so making sure that you have a strong core is the foundation for all movement in the body. And so making sure that that is up to par and strong is going to prevent a lot of injuries and also improve performance in the field of
certainly.
whatever field you
Anything we can do to help our joints as well? Because I know that's a stressor for a lot of people.
Yeah, there's certain therapies that we do in the office, but another thing is supplementation with fish oil pills, making sure that those joints are getting those omega-3s, and collagen is another good one to help with not just the skin, hair, and nails, but also collagen helps rebuild those small injuries that you might have in those joints.
Sure. I know something I take for granted is just something as simple as just stretching before I do anything. So in the morning, I try to get up and just do a quick stretch just to make sure that I'm warmed up. I mean, I'm not doing anything strenuous, but I've been laying down for the past couple of hours. So that's something that I'm trying to be a little bit more intentional about. Just doing some stretches.
Yeah, for certainly. And we've got some information for you on how you can sign up if you want to meet a professional like Dr. Cates. Obviously, you're a pro and you've got a lot of knowledge behind what you're saying. So we're going to have a link on our website right there, and there you see it, the hours
for you
and
right there.
the location. So Dr. Cates, thanks again for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Every time you're on, I feel like I need to
I'm like,
I need to go do some muscle exercises.
I'm cracking my knuckles, which I know is not necessarily the best thing, but
how can I strengthen my core when I just want to go eat barbecue? So
you can do both.
All right.
You can do both.
Good.